things and learning the same lesson.
Man, I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Like, every day I come here and bust my ass. I see the guys, bust their ass, and, the result is not there. And, for me, the last 4 years, the result hasn't been there. Quite frankly, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, that shit is what it is.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
I don't know what else to say, Raider Nation. Our season is basically over. I know there's going to be people out there saying that we're technically not out of the playoff race, but no. I don't want to hear any of that shit. I don't want to hear any more, oh, we have to win this, or, oh, this team has to lose. No. Our playoff hopes are done. It's over. I'm not going to bank on anybody else to lose more games because I don't even know if our team can actually win games, man. This was definitely a game that we had to win. I know both of us, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders, were fighting to stay in the playoff race, and everything lined up for us leading up to our game, but we just couldn't handle business, could we? We couldn't handle business, and for most of this game, it seemed like we were going to come away with a W, but obviously we did not. We lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 13-10. 13-10, a low-scoring game. As talented as our offense is, the fact that they only put up 10 points in this game is unacceptable, man. I just don't get it. 10 points in this game against a Steelers team that we knew we could beat coming into this game, man. They have a lot of young players on their team offensively and defensively with a couple of veterans sprinkled here and there. But watching most of this game, you would think that we would have came away with the W because going into the half, we were up 10-3. In the second half, we did not do shit out there. Derek Carr, being the leader of this team, being the most important position on this team, the fact that this guy could not drive this offense down the field in the second half and score points is crazy, man. And I know everybody was talking about Franco Harris this, Franco Harris that, RIP to Franco Harris, but I don't give a fuck about the immaculate reception or deception. At the end of the day, I want my team to go out there and win. Handle business, man. Is that too much to ask for? I mean, we got the #1 wide receiver, the #1 tight end. We have one of the best slot receivers in the NFL, and we have the best running back in the NFL today, and we still aren't able to drive down the field with our candy ass and score more points. Shout out to the offense because they look great in that first drive, driving down the field. Beautiful pass from Derek Carr to Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow did a great job staying in bounds, made a play, got into the end zone, and we scored the first points of the game. Since then, we didn't do shit out there, man. And why is that? I know a lot of people are going to complain and talk about, oh, Josh McDaniels, he's the reason. No. Why is everybody constantly talking about Josh McDaniels, talk about firing Josh McDaniels when we should be looking at our quarterback? Because he's the main guy. He's the most important position on our team today. We're supposed to be looking at Derek Carr to come through for us in the clutch, make plays. And I know that our defense let up a couple of drives down the field and whatnot, but our defense did good enough to keep us in this game like they have throughout the whole season. I hear so many people talking shit about our defense this year. And yes, I understand our defense is not perfect. Our defense is not even top 15. Our defense is probably bottom of the pack most times. But at the end of the day, what does our defense do better than our offense? They do well enough to give our offense a chance to win games, and our offense has just been letting us down over and over and over and over again. And in this game, in the second half, there's been so many drives where the offense only stayed on the field for 30 seconds because they would quickly go on a 3 and out. They wouldn't be able to do anything. And Derek Carr is over here overthrowing players here and there. He threw 3 interceptions in this game. That last one definitely was his fault. Horrible play, horrible throw. He basically lost us this game and definitely is on Derek Carr. And I know the other 2 interceptions, the Foster Moreau one, that's on Foster. The one to Hunter Renfrow, you could blame it on both guys. Because Derek Carr threw it behind him, and Hunter Renfrow, to be as good as you are, to get paid as much as you are, you should be catching the damn ball. But at the end of the day, Derek Carr did not do good enough to come back and win this game. Whatever happened to that Derek Carr that everybody's been talking about, the fourth quarter GOAT, always coming back, winning games? What happened to that guy? He built a reputation on coming back and winning games, being Mr. Clutch out there. But in a game like this, he was not able to drive down the field. And you look at that last play that he threw down to Hunter Renfrow, Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow was definitely wide open, but I don't know what the fuck Derek Carr was doing with that ugly ass throw. Just lobbing it up in the air for anybody to go get. Why not just sling that bitch straight to Hunter Renfrow? Maybe he gets a first down. Maybe he gets a touchdown. Or maybe just dump it off to somebody else. Yes, I understand that this is a team game. But at the end of the day, we have given you, or the team has given you, all the weapons for you to go forward and win games. But he just hasn't been doing that. We shouldn't have lost to the Rams. And I know a lot of people blame the defense, but the defense stayed on the field most of the time like they did today. How can you expect our defense to do great if they're basically out there all of the second half? They're getting beat down play after play after play, and you guys are expecting them to be great. Also, Chandler Jones goes down, out for the rest of the game. Denzel Perryman goes down, out for the rest of the game. But at the end of the day, our defense made plays. Denzel Perryman had a huge interception. And what do? We throw the ball right back to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they get the ball right back. And not to mention, you know, the Steelers kicker, Chris Boswell, missed a couple of field goals in this game. And we had so many chances to add more scores on the board. It's just really frustrating as a Raider fan, especially this season, to see all the potential that we had out there on the field, and we just couldn't win games this year. So many games that we could have definitely won that we ended up losing. You would expect our quarterback to go out there and show out. But what did he do today? What did Derek Carr do today in a cold weather game that we all know that Derek Carr doesn't really do good in? He comes away with 16 completions on 30 attempts, only 174 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Now, Josh Jacobs, on the other hand, did not have his best game either.
Yeah, man, it's bullshit for real. And it's on us, you know. Everybody wanted, you know, talk about the defense before they made their stops when they were supposed to. Shit, we got to help them out. I'm tired of saying we got to fucking help them out. And it's just frustrating. So, yeah.
And I gotta agree with Josh Jacobs 100%, because what did I say early on in this video? You know, not only in this video, but so many videos before this, you know, our defense might not be perfect, but they have done good enough to give our offense so many different opportunities to take the lead or execute and win games. But what have they done? Not a damn thing. They have been letting us down over and over and over and over again. And I know that Josh Jacobs could possibly be frustrated with this game because he knows how great we can be, as well as, you know, Davante Adams and even Derek Carr. But we just haven't looked that great. But you know what? The difference between Josh Jacobs and Derek Carr is the fact that Josh Jacobs is one of, if not the main reason why the Raiders even have a chance to go into the playoffs this season, because he has been carrying this team on his back. Not only him, Davante Adams as well. Other than those two guys, the only other guy that I really see put their all on the field to go out there and win games is Mad Max Crosby. That's the main reason why you see these 3 players going to the Pro Bowl this season. They have definitely put their all on the field this season to help this team get any bit of chance of going into the playoffs. But I can confidently say that Derek Carr is definitely not the reason why we win most of these games. And I know there's going to be a lot of Carr stands out there, a lot of people that might follow me, or a lot of people that are watching my videos for the very first time, looking at this and saying, yo, you're a fake Raider fan. How can you talk about Derek Carr like this? You know what? I'm not going to argue with any of you guys. You know, I've been talking about this ever since last season. You know, Derek Carr is a great guy. I give it to him. A great leader. He has done what he has done for the Raider Nation and for the Raiders. But at this point, I don't know how we can stick with this guy. And if you guys still think that we can and move forward and think that we can make a playoff run or even a Super Bowl run in the future, you're delusional if you think that Derek Carr is going to be our quarterback, our saving grace, and is going to take us to the promised land one day. Hate to break it to you, but it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And I know I'm getting on Derek Carr so much in this video because right now I'm really frustrated about this loss and about this season in general. But I know that as much as I'm getting on Derek Carr right now, I have a lot of respect for him. Derek Carr, I understand, isn't the only problem with this team. But then again, he isn't the solution. And that's where I feel like a lot of people got it all fucked up, you know. There has been so much hype, so much expectations for this team. And I would say, you know, I'm guilty of that as well. You know, I hyped up this team so much this season that I thought we were going to win like 12 games, man. Or 12 or 11 games, I believe. It's crazy, right? But man, I don't think I was ready to see how bad this team was going to look out there. I know that there's a lot of people out there blaming Josh McDaniels, saying he's the reason why this team couldn't go to the playoffs, yada, yada, yada. And you know what? I'm not going to be on that train. Not right now, because this is his first season as the head coach. I'm going to give him another year, maybe 2 years at most, to prove what he can do with the nation, man. And then we move on from him if he doesn't show up. You know, Derek Carr has been with this team for the past 9 years. So I've seen all that I can see from Derek Carr, all the highs, all the lows. So that's why, for me, I'm okay with moving on from Derek Carr. And I've preached this so many times. I have a lot of respect for him. I'm not just going to go out there and just say, fuck you, Derek Carr, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm going to criticize this dude until the end of his days with us in the silver and black. But I'm at the point where I'm ready to move on from Derek Carr. I know a lot of people are going to say, who are you going to move on from? What quarterback is out there? There is so many different options out there. Whether we want to go in the draft, whether we want to go pick up a bridge quarterback in free agency, I'm willing to take that chance, because if we never take that chance and we stick with Derek Carr, I'm sorry to say it, we're never going to win a Super Bowl. Not in my lifetime. I just think, for me, and I know there's a lot of other people out there, it's just the last straw for me with Derek Carr, man. If I'm Josh McDaniels, if I'm Mark Davis, I'm pulling the plug on it. I'm pulling the plug on it after the season. I'm perfectly fine with that. And I know 90% of the Raider Nation is fine with it as well. I know that there's that 10% out there that's still rooting for Derek Carr. You know what? Touche to you. I'm not on that train. But you know what? Raider Nation, I want to ask you guys, let me know down in the comments below, how do you guys feel about Derek Carr and his future with the Raider Nation? Do you guys agree with me in saying that the Raiders should move on from him, or do you guys still want to give him another chance or two to stay with this team to see what he could possibly do? Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, even though we lost today to a Pittsburgh team that I felt like we could have beaten, there is still one thing the Raiders can do for us, the Raider fans, and that is winning on New Year's Day. At this point, I don't care about the playoffs anymore. If we can win on New Year's Day against the San Francisco 49ers, I'll be happy with this season. At least we'll have bragging rights against these dudes for the next 4 seasons. If we can be a good Niners team coming up this next week, then you know what? I'm happy with this season. I know it's far-fetched right now, but hey, anything is possible. Basically, just look at that game as our Super Bowl. It is what it is. With that said, if you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, if this is the very first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this your boy Simone Raider and your boys. Yeah.
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoffs. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the layoff.